One man whose business has rather bucked the trend. Ευάγγελος Μυτιληναίος runs a mining, metals and construction company, Mυτιληναίος Holdings. And thank you very much for joining us. I mean, these are big names, aren't they? Coca-Cola and Farge, which is a sort of pride of Greek industry. They're going. Is this rats leaving the sinking ship? Are you going to follow?
Indeed, they are going, unfortunately, and the semantics are negative, harsh and negative. However, let's look at it both ways. It's good that they are keeping their industrial activities in Greece. It's good that they continue their other activities in the country, but they move the registration. You have to, when you reach a point when you have bonds maturing, when you want to make syndication for new loans, when you want to raise money for new investments, Greece is not the place to do it. So if you can keep your activity there, but move your registration, it's a win-win. It's not too bad. The semantics are negative.
So it's not as bad, perhaps, as it looks, in that they're not pulling out of the country, but there's no great sense that anyone has a reason to want to put money into Greece, is there?
Semantics are negative, as I said, harshly negative, but on the ground, it doesn't make any big difference.
Well, what does Greece need now, then, do you think? I mean, yes, we're looking at the terms for the next tranche of a bailout, huge amounts of money, but this massive austerity, which is squeezing every individual, how do you get out of that cycle?
David, there's going to be no way out of this and no solution unless the country returns back to positive growth. Austerity, and then again austerity, and then again doesn't work anymore. We've said that all along. We've got to have growth. How do you have growth? You need funding. Where are the funds? The funds are moving out of the south of Europe, going to the north, going to the US, going to wherever. But they are not staying to the south. Why? Because of the risk. Why the risk is there? Because of the European policies.
Right. Well, one option, I suppose, is the Grexit. It's get Greece out of the euro. Would you buy that?
No, it's not an option. Because the problem is not a Greek problem. The problem is the South European and the Eurozone problem. It is not a Greek problem, I have to tell you that.
What is a Greek problem, I would guess, is that it is run by political parties in whom the electorate, the people of Greece, have virtually no confidence at all anymore. How do you resolve that? I mean, do you have to, is it a tabula rasa, start again, find new politicians to lead the country?
Since the elections of June in Greece, we have to say that. Nobody says about that. We've all seen the negative things. In Greece, we are having a quiet revolution. We are having a quiet revolution. The crisis is changing the ways, is changing the patterns, the way the society acts, the consumerism, the lavish lifestyles, all that is going on.
But it's bringing in politicians like Syriza who are saying, actually, we'll get out of all this. That's the way to go. How do you manage, how do you deal, as a businessman, deal with parties like that?
Syriza is a left-leaning Greek party. I have respect for Syriza. It's a Greek party, it's a patriotic party. They will do, from their own political angle, the best for the country. There's nothing to fear about Syriza or any other Greek party for that matter.
Very briefly, can you see grains of optimism nonetheless in Greece today?
Of course we can, but we need to have some change on European policies. For example, they say Eurozone take over the supervision of the banks. Okay, go ahead and do it. Go ahead. And then you can have an ECB deposit guarantee scheme around the Eurozone, and then money will start flowing in, and then you start growth again.
Well, we'll see if that transpires at some point. We'll have to leave it there for now. Ευάγγελος Μυτιληναίος, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, David. Nice to be with you.
Right, let's go to Aaron now with more on business. Particularly, let's transfer from Greece to Portugal for a moment, shall we?
A very similar story. It's 2013 budget and some very tough cuts it has to deliver because of the conditions of Portugal's bailout, just like you were talking there about Greece. Well, Portugal's government is set to unveil another, close to €5 billion worth of spending